Alright, so today we have a deck profile of Crusadia Guard Dragon. Fairly popular deck right now. I got first place at locals last week, so I figured I'd do a profile of it. Really fun deck to play. It's, kind of a one-trick pony where you just build up a few negates, but there is some skill involved in it. You gotta play your cards right and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna go through each card and say what's in there. There's lots of profiles out there already, but I'll just talk about how I like to play the deck and my matchups last week. So of course we start with 3 Guard Dragon, or Crusadia Draco, sorry. He becomes a Guard Dragon. So he's basically your starter, well, not your starter, but your kind of heart and soul of the deck. You can special him to an arrow, like monster points to, and then he can grab a Crusadia from the grave. Either one of these, so we run 3 of each Crusadia. So we got, I don't know if we can get all that. Draco, Maximus, Arborea, Reclusia, and Leonis. You usually don't play any less than these because you need that summoning from your hand to get the combo going. They're level 3 and level 4. Well, most of them anyway. Oh, this one's level 3. I thought he was level 2. Never mind. So they're level 3, level 4, which are great, and I'll get into that in a bit. But basically, you Maximus and Leonis really only use for just summoning from hand. You don't really use their effects. You might use him for piercing, but she's a level 3 tuner, which is great, and I'll get into that. And Reclusia can pop a card, which can come up if you're going second. But this guy, he's a level 4 dragon, and that's necessary for the deck. I ran 2 Crown. I bumped it down to 2. It's level 6, so you can't normal it. But it's, again, a special summon from hand to an arrow, and that triggers your Crusadia Magius. If he's left on the field, he can negate an extra deck monster effect, which is really good. But 2 is enough. 3 is a bit clunky, even though you do run Saryuja. So we got 3 of the Collapsed Serpent, 1 of the Wyvern Buster. Some people run 2 and 2 or 3 and 2. I think 3 and 1 is basically correct because you can always summon this guy, but this guy you always draw him, even though he's at 1. He's like a Garnet pretty much. But they're really easy to summon. They're level 4, which is amazing. And they keep recycling. They keep adding each other. But I recently remembered that you can only summon 1 per turn. You can't just keep summoning, linking, and adding and summoning. You have to only do it twice. So keep that in mind. Your opponent might not realize that either. Yeah, so level 4 Dragon. Again, great card for the deck. Red Eyes. I'm afraid he's going to get banned pretty soon. I don't want him to. He's one of my favorite cards. But he's definitely needed in the deck. He's probably heart and soul of the deck, really. We'll get into a combo later with him. 3 Destrudo. People run like a Foolish and 1 Destrudo or 2. I like just having 3. I like having him being able to be special summoned with Saryuja effect to link away to make another Saryuja and then bring him back with his effect. What you want to do is target a level 3, so he loses 3 levels, he becomes level 4 tuner. And then you synchro with another level 4 to make Savage Dragon, which pretty much why he's in the deck. You can also make a level 7 Dragster, but there's other ways to make him. So 3 Ash because it's Ash. If you're going second, you want to see this card so that you can break your opponent's board more easily, and it's Ash. So onto spells, we got World Legacy Guard Dragon. I run 3. A lot of people only run 1 or 2 because you can only activate once per turn. But you can just shuffle your extra copies back with Saryuja. So this is broken. It's at 3 because it just came out, but it's a Monster Reborn for level 4 lower Guard Dragon, or a dragon in general. Or you can add it to your hand, but more than likely you're going to special it. So yeah, so this can also move your dragons around in the zones, which can come up if your play is disrupted. You can kind of squeak by moving things and still being able to make your combos. So I think 3 is, you can get away with 2, but I like running 3. I like opening this card because I know I can pretty much make the combo possible. Monster Reborn, because it's Monster Reborn, and another Monster Reborn. This is once per turn as well, but it's not as useful sometimes. You need an arrow to summon it back. But 1 I think is good enough. You could probably run 2, but 1 I think is good. 3 Called By, because I don't want to get Ashed or Ogred or Belled or Reapered. So that's why they're there, and I'm glad it came back to 3. I don't know why it was 2, but... And 3 Impermanents, because it's Valor on steroids. I'll talk about my finals there, and this came in clutch in game 1. And that's 40 cards. Extra deck, 2 Magius. You might only need 1, but if they disrupt you, they're probably going to start with your first Magius. So I put in the second one to rebound. This takes only 1 Crusadia, like I run 12, so, or sorry, 15. And you normal it. You normal your Crusadia and link them away, and then you can just start specialing to your arrows and just go off. And when you get a monster to his arrow, you search for your Draco if you haven't opened it, and Draco just makes everything possible. Spatha, only 1. She's the one that moves your first guard dragon to another zone. So when you special Draco, you use this effect, then you make LP, and you move him over here. And then we got LP. I run 2, just in case, again, if the disruption usually happens really early. So if this is like stopped and destroyed, then I still have another one to keep going. 1 Pisty, some people run 2, just to have that follow-up next turn to make another one, and then summon some more monsters, but you're winning at that point anyway, so I don't think you need to summon any more than that. 1 Agripane, busted. I don't know why they made him super, but he is really easy to get. He summons any dragon from the extra deck, which is insane. Just run 1 of him because you get him out, you probably already won. 2 Saryuja, you could run 3 if you wanted. You don't need to, but the combo requires 2 basically, in my opinion. So amazing card. I can see this getting hit 2 later, maybe down to 1 at least. And we got 2 of the best rank 4s or link 4s, Boral Sword and Boral Load. He's good OT Kane, as I'm sure you know, and he's good for taking monsters, problem monsters that you can't quite get rid of, such as, I don't know, Chaos Max. That's a pretty good one. But this can get over Chaos Max, but this can steal it. You can also summon these with Agripane, which is crazy. So on to Synchros. Agripane. Crystal Wing, amazing card. As always, this guy is $40. Not many people have him, but he can negate a face-up card once per turn, which is amazing. Then we go to Dragster. You can make this with Deshrudo, or you can make it with Arborea, level 3 tuner, and any level 4. And he's generic, so just a spell, trap, negate once per turn. And finally, Savage Dragon, made possible with Deshrudo, because I don't run any level 5s to go with Arborea. So he just came out, he's an amazing card. And side deck, all going second. 3 red Reboot, Altergeist, Draco, pretty much it. I'm trying to think of any other trap decks. I guess Trickstar too, with the reincarnation and everything. 3 Twin Twister, same deal. I don't run any evenly matched because I want to win with that battle phase going on turn 2. Then I played a buttload of Kaijus. 3, it's back at 3 for some reason. I'm reminded of Mind Control being brought back to 3. I don't know why they did that, and it's still 3. But 3 Slumber, 5 Kaiju. I found this way too much. I'd open this and a Kaiju, and I can't play both, so I got a dead card in my hand. So I might actually even cut these 3 for I don't know, maybe actually evenly matched, I don't know, and just wait till next turn to win. But the kaijus are great because you can give them to your opponent, put it in a zone above your extra deck zone, and make this guy Equimax and just bowl over him. If you give him Maximus and another monster, and a kaiju to your opponent, you win the game. You do over 8,000. I might main him though, in case I am forced to go second and just win that way. I might main him and Kyoto Waterfront too. I might try that out. But that is the deck. I'll show you the combo. You only need 2 Crusadia, and you've probably already seen this before, but I'll try it anyway. Let's go Reclusia and Borea and Draco. So, normal summon. Reclusia, link away for Magius. Then you special summon your other Crusadia. Magius effect, grab Draco, link away for the Spatha, special your Draco, add back the one you normal summoned. If you do open with Arbora, it's better to add her back because you want to special her next turn, or special her to make your synchros. So let's say we normal her, special him, we'll bring back her, and then we make our first guard dragon. And then we activate Spatha, move her over here. Then we have 2 arrows pointing to a zone, so you can activate this guy to special red MD. And then bring back the Draco you just linked away. And then you have your first Saryuja. Draw your cards, and more likely than not, you will draw enough cards to summon another dragon, or summon a level 4 dragon. So either the reborn spell, or a chaos monster, chaos dragon. Link that away to make Pisty. Over here, I'll get Saryuja. So he's already been summoned. Then you have 2 arrows here. So he summons from the grave. You bring back your red eyes. Bring back a Draco. At this point, if you've opened Saryuja, or drew Saryuja, you can summon him with Desrudo. You can summon him with Saryuja, like that. Use him as a link. Oh, no, not yet. Use these 2 to make your 3rd guard dragon. Oops, that's not the one. There we go. Now use his effect. We still have 2 arrows pointing to a zone, so you can special any extra deck dragon. So we'll go with. We don't want to summon him because he needs to be synchro to get his effect. We'll just go do Crystal Wing. Then we can make our another Saryuja in this other zone over here. At this point, you definitely have a way to summon a level 3, or if you don't, you can probably still make a Dragster. Use her effect to special, and then special any level 4, so you can bring him back with a Reborn spell, summon a Chaos Dragon, make your Dragster. And he's over here. But before you do that, before you synchro, bring your Saryuja back. I keep saying Saryuja. Bring back Desrudo. Target her. Make him level 4. Then you can synchro. Summon another level 4, which you will probably have in your hand. And then you have your Savage Dragon. Equip with this one of the Saryujas you sent. And you're good to go. You have Dragster out. And you have... What did I do with him? Here he is. So you have at least 3 negates on board, and you've drawn so much, you probably have an Ash or 2, or an Impermanence or 2 in your hand. That's the basic combo. I might try, like I said, Gameciel. You can special with your second Saryuja. If you play Kyoto, more than like if you open Kyoto, you definitely will be able to search Gameciel and then special him, and you have 5 counters, and you got 2 negates with Gameciel as well. So So that's how this deck works. This is probably my favorite version. I might try Danger once I get them. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.